We're at Bramall Lane tonight, keeping all of our attention on Sheffield United, the side that relinquished top spots in the division on the weekend. They play host to a Millwall outfit this evening that are certainly hoping to try and be in the mix for the playoff spots come the end of this season. Alex Neil's team have very much bounced from misery to happiness over the last few weeks with a run of wins and defeats, frustrating them. But it always just raises the eyebrows when they find 3 points like they did on Saturday against Portsmouth, and has people chatting that perhaps the Lions can come roaring out of the den and make a run for promotion. Brewster gives it back. Peck. Safety first from Joe Bryan, who was just in a slightly awkward position with the pressure coming from behind.
Yeah, Millwall player that's in a real rich vein of form. Joe Bryan.
Something from the training ground, and it almost comes off. A great run across goal by Ryan Brewster, and he got the contact he was looking for.
Brewster's movement is terrific. Harmer executes the perfect delivery and he just sweeps it towards the far corner. Doesn't miss by much.
A bit too lackadaisical there by Cooper. Almost got caught out in a rather embarrassing manner. Mitchell gives it across. Honeyman making himself available on the far side. Back with the midfielder. That's a lovely turn by the Belgian. Feeds it to Coburn, and that's Millwall with the breakthrough. That was not in the script for Chris Wilder's side. And the Lions roar first at Bramall Lane.
Well, it's a brilliantly constructed goal, first and foremost, but what it does get is a quite brilliant finish. It's half a chance really for Coburn, and there's nothing subtle about it. He takes his touch, then he absolutely just smashes it goalwards, and Michael Cooper, and it flies past him at the near post.
Brereton Diaz, Chowdhury. A couple of calls to shoot from the edge of the area. Harmer keeps it going across. Driven in low again, well dealt with by Crammer. Honeyman tripped as he tried to gather it, so was Harmer, and that will be a free kick.
It goes down a little theatrically, but Sam Allison convinced it was a infringement. George Honeyman, I think that little shove just encourages him into that next challenge.
It's left instead for Burrows. It's a great ball in. Brereton Diaz got his head to it, easily palmed away though by Jensen, right down his throat. Robinson brings it down, can't find a way through the bodies. Chowdhury can't do the same.
It's very rare that you get a free header against Millwall in front of Jake Cooper. Good movement off the back of Ivanovic, and yeah, I mean, he almost gets the too firm a contact on it. Doesn't get it down towards the turf where he's got a better opportunity of scoring.
Long throw coming into the area. It's going to bounce all the way through. Brereton Diaz didn't connect it cleanly, however, and it's an easy collection for Lucas Jensen.
Another reasonable chance, not at the level of the headed opportunity a few minutes ago.
Chowdhury to Campbell, to Brewster. He was always stretching and had to deal with the fact that Kundal was coming across him to put him off.
Yeah, nice from Campbell. Really good link-up play. Chowdhury just feeding him. Lovely turn on the back foot. It's a good spot. Puts real pace on it. The touch is secure. And it sets up the strike. Just drags it.
Harmer. Not a bad delivery at all. Burrows feeds it in. And it's a scuff strike that dribbles wide of the target from Jezeren Raksaki, who's making an immediate impression in this second half.
Well, Burrows just stayed high on the left-hand side, and he's wonderfully found by Harmer already. Risk-taking start of this second period where they've started brilliantly, and it's the presence of Bryan, it's the little shove that does for Raksaki. This looks like a much better, more dynamic Sheffield United at the outset of the second.
Ahmedovich to Chowdhury. Quickly already though, Millwall have so many bodies back behind the ball. Harmer finds a way through, Brewster helps it on. Raksaki Quick step over to try and create some more space. Looking for a pullback was Brewster, but the winger went for it on his own. See suddenly.
Brilliant play, 3 or 4 quick passes. And Raksaki, the first bit, going onto his right side. The little pirouette is lovely, and you just expect him to find the far corner. It's too central once more.
Can be dropped in towards this near side. Campbell was lurking, lingering, but it never fell for him. Harmer does a touch too much. Space suddenly in behind for Coburn if he can be found, and that's going to help matters. And there's a free man over as well, and he finds Ivanovic here, and he squanders the opportunity when the goal was gaping.
It was measured to perfection, taking Chowdhury out, and you cannot believe that he hasn't taken a touch here. I mean, it gets worse and worse. It's going to get worse every time you see it.
Harmer again. Brewster. Raksaki takes a double ricochet and goes behind for a corner. Could have really gone anywhere, but Lucas Jensen appreciates the effort of his defensive line once more.
Yeah, pressure building.
Brewster at the back of the train. 2 centre-backs alongside him. It goes short, however. It's just drilled in by the fullback and squirmed away from trouble. Harmer strikes it, and it's always rising. Well, the initial effort from Harrison Burrows certainly testing the defences, and it was a heart-in-the-mouth moment as Harmer struck it from the edge of the area.
Yeah, poor defensively from Millwall, allowing the 2v1, allowing Burrows to tiptoe into the 18-yard box, and it's a really clever attempt from him.
It's well played by the striker, though, to keep it under his control. Mitchell. Good combination that by Leonard and Honeyman. Just gives Ryan Leonard more space. It's not a bad delivery in either. He found the forehead of Coburn, who just can't keep it down. He only needed to direct it towards goal because all of the pace was on that delivery.
Yeah, brilliant ball in, one of the best of the game. The bonus for Millwall is that you've got physical strikers that want to go and attack it. I think that comes off the shoulder. Strength, belief, I suppose, from Alex Neil. Making these changes, yes, they've had to work incredibly hard, but there's always that temptation when things are going well, you're a goal to the good, to try and stick with that 11. He's trusted his squad here. Made multiple changes now to try and see them over the line.
That'll thread the needle. Nowhere really, though, for Cannon to go. Behind for a corner. Well, they try and find some space in that area right now. It's headed straight away to the edge of the area. Raksaki can't force it through. Big shout for handball. Harmer tries again. It's a good chest down and a good fire through the bodies as well from Tom Cannon, who didn't exactly have a clean sight at goal, but he certainly worked Lucas Jensen.
A wonderful ball from Harmer. Really good decision from Robinson, and he's probably the man in Cannon that you want the ball to drop to. Instinctive finisher, either foot, catches it nicely.
Those away supporters just starting once again to make their voices heard. There's still some nail biting to be done as well, though, in that away end as Burrows sends it in once more. It's a good nod down. O'Hare can't get to it. Raksaki! It's another great chance, and it's another one that somehow has stayed out.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be too critical of Raksaki. Ultimately, here he does his utmost to swivel and squeeze it into the bottom right-hand corner, going away from the goal, and it's the sheer presence of Harding puts him under immense pressure. Back-to-back losses without scoring in the Sky Bet Championship. It's ugly reading suddenly for Chris Wilder and Sheffield United, but King Coburn so clinical in front of goal tonight with his strike midway through the opening 45 minutes. It's the only name on the score sheet, and it's the most important one on a night that sees Millwall get themselves right back in the push for the playoff spots in the second tier of English football. The visiting supporters go away happy as it finishes here. Sheffield United 0,
Millwall 1, and a dramatic turn in events at the top of the table.